importance of management, why management is important, or why management is significance in an organization. तो इसमें यहाँ पे कितने पॉइंट्स हैं? देयर आर 5 पॉइंट्स इन योर सिलेबस. पहला पॉइंट है कि वाई मैनेजमेंट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सबसे पहले मैनेजमेंट हेल्प्स टू अचीव द गोल्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. द फॉरमोस्ट एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन ऑफ मैनेजमेंट that it will achieve the goals of the organization through its staffs, its workers. Okay. Second one, increases the efficiency of the employees. Like, because the managers, they always try to motivate the employees to do hard work. And also the management organizes different types of programs, seminars, conferences to develop the skills of the organization. The management also tells the employees how to use the new technology in the work. Okay, so all these things improves the efficiency of the employees. Okay, and more efficient employees can perform better. They have more output, more production. I mean, more productive activities they can do. We can expect of them. Then it creates a dynamic organization. Dynamic means flexible. The organization can change.
Change in environment, technology, government policies, and etc.
Yes, it can easily adapt the changes in the environment. So that is very important, because the organization which does not follow the latest trend of the market, it will, fall back. है ना, पीछे रह जाती है. Yes, so it is very important for the organization to go with the time, go with the situation. Okay, next, what is this? Yes, develops the society. How it will develop? By supplying, by producing good quality of goods and services, and even like international standard of goods and services that can be also made available for the society. It also provides employment opportunities to the people in the society. So, when they are employed, they will earn. So, when they earn, they will consume more. है ना? So, in that way, the standard of living of the society can be improved indirectly by the management. Then we have develops skills. I mean, this is the management is a the concept where future managers can be prepared. Like those who are working at a junior level, like through experience and through training, they can be prepared for higher jobs, higher responsibilities.
It will increase their efficiency.
Yes, so they will develop new skills in the organization. So it is the management who prepares a learning environment in the organization. So all these things you can write in this part. Okay, then we have नेचर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है तो ये सब पॉइंट्स, हम ये 3 पॉइंट लिख सकते हैं कि मैनेजमेंट इज एन आर्ट, मैनेजमेंट इज अ साइंस, एंड मैनेजमेंट इज ऑल्सो अ प्रोफेशन. वाई? लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ सबसे पहले तो आर्ट के बारे में समझते हैं. आर्ट, व्हाट इज एन आर्ट? बेसिकली इट इज अ स्पेशल स्किल or talent or guts, inner guts of a person. Like you have seen people like who are very good artists, who are very good singers, who are very good dancers, who are very good painters. So ऐसा बोला जाता है कि artists are born and not made. मतलब आर्टिस्ट जो होता है वो बॉर्न क्वालिटी लेके आता है, लेकिन आज के तारीख में ऐसा नहीं है. You can be a good artist. How? By knowledge, by practice, by creativity. So you have to develop all these skills to be a good artist.
Similarly, managers also develop that skills and
yes. So
hard work to.
No manager is born. We acquire skills. A manager acquires skills in this world only through constant practice. So this is what is you have to write here. Theoretical knowledge. For a good artist, to you need theoretical knowledge. If suppose you want to become a suppose say singer, so you have to learn the theories first of all the tones, tunes, all the musical instruments, you know. So that is theory. So similarly, the manager also learns theory about the management first. It tries to understand what is management. It studies the business studies, all the chapters. Okay, so that is acquiring theoretical knowledge. So that is a must. So the artist also do and the manager also do. So therefore we can say that management is an art. Second, application of knowledge. You need to apply the knowledge. Whatever the knowledge that you have acquired by theory, because these are two related. So all these theoretical knowledge must be put into practice. So you need to apply those principles. The same thing happens with the artist. Because whatever he learns from books, whatever the theories and knowledge that he has grasped up from the books, so they need to apply that. So that is called application of knowledge. Even like in management, we have certain principles which need to be applied on certain circumstances. Okay, so that is called application of knowledge. Okay, then comes practice and creativity. This is the most important one, because all the artists, they believe in creativity. I mean, you know, doing something new which others have not yet. So, you know, discovering or inventing something new, so that is a part of creativity. So manager also, you know, through constant practice, he can, you know, discover new ways of management. Okay, so good managers can develop those skills. Fine. So therefore we can say that management is an art. Like that. Why management is a science? Now science, what is science? Science is a, how you can define science? Science is a systematized body of knowledge based on experiments. Because in science what happens, we develop knowledge, we accept a certain concept or knowledge only when that is proved
by an experiment.
through experiments and observations.
And
Then only we can say that this scientific theory is okay, right?
And similarly, managers also perform some experiments.
So through constant experiments and observations and practice, so the management can also create something new, some new theories. So that is called systematized body of knowledge. Then comes scientific principles. In science we have certain principles like Newton's first law, second law, third law.
And
We have so many principles.
And similarly in
Management also we have Files principles, we have
Taylor's principle.
Taylor's principle. So there are so many principles. Maslow's need hierarchy, that is also one of the theory. So there are so many theories and principles which are applied by the managers. Okay, universal application. ये ध्यान रखने हैं, याद रखने हैं तुमको.
Science has a
Like it should-
principle and
Yeah.
similarly
All over the-
also have
Yes. So all over the world, the scientific principles are same. You go to any country. The same way, the management principles is also applied to all the countries. It is pervasive. It is common in all the countries. So it has a universal application. Fine. So therefore we can say that management is science. Then why management is profession? Profession, as we know, doctors, lawyers, engineers, so they are professionals. They are generally regarded as professionals because they have a service motive. Then they have, you know, very higher qualification. Okay, so there are a lot of things which makes a profession. So how can we say that like management is also a part of profession? So professional knowledge. First of all, like to become a manager, you need to have some higher degrees of management, like MBA. You know, like Indian Institute of Management, IIM. So यहाँ पे ये लोग तैयार करते हैं मैनेजर्स। ये डिग्री लेनी होती है टू बिकम ए गुड मैनेजर, ठीक है। सो इन द सेम वे लाइक डॉक्टर्स, जो ऑल इंडिया मेडिकल एसोसिएशन है वहाँ से डिग्री लेते हैं। चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स, तो इंडियन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटिंग एसोसिएशन है वहाँ से वो डिग्री लेता है। तो लाइक दैट एक मैनेजर बनने के लिए यू नीड टू प्रोक्योर ए डिग्री ऑफ मास्टर ऑफ बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, MBA. So therefore this is the professional knowledge that you are acquiring through professionals institute. Okay. Second, ethical code of conduct. ये पार्ट समझना है कि ethical code of conduct क्या होता है. There are some ethics of the business, of the management, of every person in fact. Suppose हम लोग सड़क पे जा रहे हैं, कोई गिर गया हमारे सामने, तो it is our ethics कि वो उसको या तो हेल्प करें या उसके साइड से निकल जाए। तुम्हारी एथिक्स क्या बोलती है? हेल्प करेंगे। तो लाइक दैट अगर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है तो उसके भी एथिक्स, मतलब ये बाउंडिंग नहीं है, इट इज़ नॉट ए लॉ। एथिक्स लॉ नहीं है, एथिक्स एक मोरल प्रिंसिपल है। अब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के ऊपर है कि वेदर इट विल सप्लाई गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ गुड्स और inferior quality of goods. It is up to the organization ethics whether to treat the employees like animals or to treat them with respect. It is the ethics of the management. So every profession has some ethical code that is called service motive. जैसे डॉक्टर, तो डॉक्टर का एक ethical code है, service motive. It will try to help the patients. It should not always go after money, you know. So therefore the manager also have an ethical code of conduct in its management process. So therefore management is a profession. Then service motive, it is very simple, no problem with that. Like every profession has service motive rather than profit motive. So every manager also should have this in his mind. राइट आगे चलते हैं। लेवल्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट सिंपल है, 3 लेवल है, लेकिन इसमें भी हाँ थोड़ा सा मैं ब्रीफ कर देता हूँ। जैसे यहाँ पे देखो टॉप लेवल, मिडिल, और ये 2024 के एग्ज़ाम में ये वाला आया था। यहाँ पे बोला गया था ऑपरेशनल लेवल के बारे में लिखो। तो जिस बच्चे को मालूम नहीं है कि लोअर लेवल को ऑपरेशनल लेवल बोलते हैं तो वो तो फंस गया ना, वो नहीं लिख पाया। इसको हम लोग सुपरवाइजरी लेवल भी बोलते हैं। तो 3 नाम है इसके, ये ध्यान में रखना है, ऑपरेशनल लेवल, सुपरवाइजरी लेवल और लोअर लेवल। ओके, सबसे पहले देखते हैं टॉप लेवल। इसको लाइक व्हाट आर द की पॉइंट्स। सबसे पहले इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ
चेयरमैन एंड प्रेसिडेंट,
द टॉप चेयर्स, दोज हु टेक important decisions about the management. इनको बोला जाता है brain of the organization, the main brain of the organization, top level. जैसे हमारी बॉडी का मेन ब्रेन, जहाँ जो ब्रेन है जो पूरी बॉडी को कंट्रोल करता है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट डिसीशंस पूरी बॉडी को कोऑर्डिनेट करता है, भेजता है, सिग्नल देता है। तो इन द सेम वे दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट लेवल. It prepares plans for the survival and growth of the organization. अगर इसकी पॉलिसीज अगर अच्छी नहीं हुई तो ऑब्वियसली द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विल कम टू एन एंड. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट टॉप लेवल शुड वर्क with 100% interest. And it also prepare long-term plans for the organization. The most important strategies are prepared in this level. And this level, chairman, president, executives, top executives, ये सारे इस लेवल पे रहते हैं. ओके, मिडिल लेवल में कौन रहते हैं?
मैनेजर्स.
ये पूरा का पूरा जो बिजनेस स्टडीज है 90% इसी के ऊपर है, मिडिल लेवल पे. हम लोग ये दोनों लेवल के बारे में कम ही पढ़ते हैं बिजनेस स्टडीज में, मिडिल लेवल के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. यहाँ पे मैनेजर्स होते हैं.
Managers usually transfer the information about the business and
नहीं, basically
by the top level to the lower level.
this is the most important function. Implementing the plans. Implementing means executing. Whatever the plans that are prepared by the top level, they will try to execute that. They will try to implement the plans.
Whether the lower levels.
Okay.
uh,
And the second important function of this level is to control the staffs. I mean, they should also ensure that they have required number of staffs, subordinates to work with them. This level creates the team to achieve the goals. Okay. Then allocation of duties and responsibilities. This is also one important function. Like each and every subordinate employee is given the task, what he has to do. So that is done in the middle level. And motivation. They also from time to time they motivate the employees to do better and better. Okay. तो ये important functions हैं middle level के. And supervisory level they consist of foremen and supervisors. इसके नाम में भी है supervisory. तो यहाँ पे supervisor होते हैं या फिर employees होते हैं. यहाँ पे foreman को employees बोला जाता है.
सुपरवाइजर्स तो मिडिल लेवल में आता है.
आते हैं, उसके अंदर भी आते हैं.
लोअर लेवल में तो
लेकिन
एम्प्लॉइज वर्कर्स फोरमैन ये सब होते हैं ना.
यस, वो भी मतलब वो लोअर लेवल में ही हम लोग ट्रीट करेंगे उनको. एंड देयर टास्क इज टू जस्ट कैरी आउट द ऑर्डर्स ऑफ द टॉप एंड मिडिल लेवल. क्लियर?